Hey guys, it's Chelsa Messenger with Picks and Parlays. We're talking NFL Thursday night football between the Eagles and the Giants. This one is in Philadelphia. We've got a promo code for you guys. Use the code BIG10, BIGTEN, if you want 20% off the entire site at picksandparlays.net. Eagles are favored -3.5. The total is 44. We've got Scott Rickenbach joining us, who is absolutely on fire when it comes to picking Thursday night football games. He's 5-0 on the season on Thursday nights. And if you want his side, it's on sale on the website picksandparlays.net. But he is going to bless us with a total pick on here. Scott, what you got on this game?
Well, hopefully it'll be a blessing with this total, but I definitely am looking at an NFC least matchup here. I tell you what, these
Oh,
two teams,
man.
and especially their offenses, have been so bad this year. I know the Eagles put up some decent points last week, but when you still look statistically at the yardage for these two teams, the Giants and the Eagles, both way down in those categories. And in fact, the Giants, they took advantage of facing Dallas. The Cowboys have had one of the worst defenses in the league this season for sure, and they scored 34 points in that game. But in their other 5 games this season, they're averaging just 13.4 points per game, have not scored more than 20 in any of those 5 games. And as for the Eagles, their offensive line has been decimated by injuries. I read a stat too that at the end of the game, this most recent game against the Ravens on Sunday, when the game ended, the Eagles offense that they had out there only had 2 of their regular 11 starters that had started the season on offense. Their center, Kelsey, and the quarterback Wentz. Those were the only 2 guys that were out there at the start of the season for the Eagles. So it's really been ugly with the injuries. Now Ertz is out, their tight end, who is really Wentz's favorite target. And then Miles Sanders, the star running back out of Penn State that has done very well for the Eagles. Unfortunately, he suffered an injury and is unlikely to play here. And again, their wide receivers have been decimated by injuries this season, that unit has. So I'm looking for the under in this one. I think points are going to be very tough to come by. It's a rivalry game. And both defenses, Giants defense statistically pretty solid this season, and the Eagles much better than the points allowed. Don't get fooled by just looking at points allowed. In terms of yardage allowed, they haven't given up a whole bunch this season in most of the games. And here they're going to put pressure on Daniel Jones, that young quarterback for the Giants. They do have a strong defensive line, the Eagles do. So I think this is going to be a tight, low-scoring battle in Philly tonight, on Thursday night between the Giants and the Eagles.
Right, and these are two teams that are very turnover prone. So you might see some drives ended kind of in the red zone if Daniel Jones fumbles. He's been known to do that quite a bit in his young NFL career. And then the Eagles came into last game leading the league in turnovers. So another thing to watch out for when it comes to that NFC East matchup, which I stay away from those games because that division, just such a crapshoot.
It's actually a bit of a shame that that's our Thursday night game this week. It'd be nicer to have a little bit more of a nice, solid primetime matchup, but instead we get the Eagles and Giants. But we'll try to make the best of it, and hopefully a nice winner there with that under in Philly on Thursday night.
Right. I'm not going to complain too much because we got Tuesday night football the other night. So it's been a weird year, but some good things and some bad things. That's going to do it for our NFL talk here on Picks and Parlays. Good stuff from Scott Rickenbach. As always, Scott, thanks for joining us.